For years, Jennifer Aniston was the face of perfection. The glossy hair, the charming smile, the effortless wit. She was America's sweetheart, the one no one could hate. But behind that sunshine image was a woman quietly battling rumors, heartbreak, rejection, and public pressure that would have crushed anyone else. Now at 55, she's no longer interested in playing perfect. And in a raw confession that took everyone by surprise, she finally admitted the one truth fans had long suspected. A truth that redefines her entire story. Born into Hollywood, Jennifer Joanna Aniston seemed destined for fame. Her father, John Aniston, was a veteran soap actor, and her godfather was none other than Telly Savalas, the iconic Kojak. But behind the glamorous connections was a deeply fractured childhood. Her parents' marriage crumbled when she was just 9, and Jennifer later described her home life as chaotic, emotionally distant, and, at times, even cruel. Her mother, Nancy Dow, was a model and actress who held Jennifer to impossibly high standards. She criticized her daughter's looks, her nose, her weight, even the way she spoke. "She was very critical of me," Jennifer would later admit. "Because she was a model, she was gorgeous, stunning. I wasn't." Those scars didn't fade as Jennifer grew up. They deepened. Her longing for approval would shape everything from her career choices to her relationships. And the painful irony? The woman the world would celebrate for her beauty never felt beautiful at all. When Friends debuted in 1994, Jennifer's life changed overnight. As Rachel Green, she wasn't just playing a role, she was becoming a phenomenon. Her hairstyle sparked national trends. Her on-screen romance with Ross became one of television's most iconic love stories. The show made her rich, beloved, and a household name. But that fame came with a steep price. Jennifer quickly found herself boxed in by the very success she craved. Casting directors saw her as the funny pretty girl, but not much else. Her attempts to land serious, dramatic roles were often dismissed. And while fans adored the perfect Rachel, Jennifer quietly battled her own insecurities behind the scenes. Self-doubt, body image struggles, and a growing awareness that the public didn't see the real her. She would later admit that during Friends, she often felt like a fraud. "It's hard to maintain the image of the girl who has it all," she confessed, "because the truth is, I didn't." The bright lights of the sitcom world cast long shadows, and Jennifer was slowly drowning in the expectations of perfection. When Jennifer married Brad Pitt in 2000, it was hailed as a fairy tale. Hollywood's golden couple, stunning, successful, untouchable. Their Malibu wedding was covered in magazines for months. For a moment, it seemed like Jennifer had it all. But just 5 years later, the dream collapsed. Brad's growing closeness with Angelina Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith led to one of the most brutal celebrity love triangles in pop culture history. The media tore Jennifer apart, portraying her as the sad, childless woman who couldn't hold on to her man. Tabloids speculated endlessly. Had she chosen her career over kids? Was she too cold, too clingy, too much, or not enough? Behind the scenes, Jennifer was shattered. Years later, she would say, "That was a very painful time, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Still, the betrayal ran deep. She never publicly attacked Brad or Angelina, even when the world begged her to. Instead, she stayed silent, letting the rumors spin until silence became its own kind of prison. For over a decade, the media treated Jennifer's uterus like breaking news. Every photo sparked a frenzy. A baggy shirt? Must be pregnant. Skipping wine at dinner? She's expecting. Over and over, headlines screamed, "Jen. Finally pregnant," or "secret baby," only to be proven wrong. Jennifer tried to laugh it off at first, but it wore her down. The constant pressure to procreate became a toxic obsession, and she knew she couldn't win. Either she was too selfish for choosing career over kids, or she was a tragic figure who had been robbed of motherhood. In a searing 2016 essay, Jennifer finally fought back. "We are complete with or without a mate, with or without a child. We get to decide for ourselves what is beautiful when it comes to our bodies." It was bold, it was angry, and it was long overdue. What fans didn't know at the time was that Jennifer wasn't just tired of the headlines. She was grieving something much deeper, something she wouldn't reveal until years later. Once Friends ended, Jennifer fought to shed the Rachel label. She took on edgier roles in The Good Girl, Derailed, and Cake, where she played a woman dealing with chronic pain and grief. Critics were surprised. She could act. She could break hearts. She wasn't just Rachel with a new haircut, but Hollywood didn't always take her seriously. Directors doubted her range. Audiences expected rom-coms. Even when she delivered powerhouse performances, awards seemed to pass her by. Jennifer quietly endured the sting of being underestimated over and over again. She once said, "I've been told no 1,000 times more than I've been told yes. But I've learned that no doesn't mean stop. It means prove them wrong." And that's exactly what she did, slowly carving out a second act, one gritty role at a time. As Jennifer entered her 40s and 50s, a new kind of scrutiny emerged. This time, it was about how she looked too good for her age. Social media buzzed with theories. Had she had work done? Was it Botox, surgery, or some Hollywood secret no one would share? The irony was painful. For decades, she was judged for aging. Now, she was judged for not aging enough. "You're damned if you do and damned if you don't," she joked in an interview. But the truth wasn't funny. Jennifer opened up about her health routines, her use of clean eating, yoga, and mindfulness. She also admitted to trying cosmetic treatments, but insisted she was done chasing perfection. "I'm at peace with who I am," she said. Finally. To the public, Jennifer was poised, polished, and always in control. But her friends saw someone else, a woman who cried after interviews, who panicked before red carpets, who carried the weight of being misunderstood. Courtney Cox once said, "She puts up this strong front, but she's one of the most sensitive people I've ever known." Reese Witherspoon described her as a warrior hiding in plain sight. Even co-stars who barely knew her spoke of her kindness and quiet strength, but it was Jennifer's own words that revealed the deepest cracks. "I've had to build walls to survive. If people knew the real me, I'm not sure they'd like her." That vulnerability wasn't weakness, it was honesty. And it was about to come out in full force. In a 2022 interview with Allure, Jennifer finally addressed the rumors head-on. For years, she had stayed silent, letting people speculate. But now, she was done pretending. "I was trying to get pregnant," she revealed. "It was a challenging road for me, the baby-making road." She went on to explain that she had tried IVF, drank Chinese teas, followed every lead, but nothing worked. And all the while, the world watched, judged, and whispered. It was heartbreaking. It was liberating. And it was the confession fans had long suspected, but never heard out loud. She had wanted children. She had tried. And she had suffered. Privately, quietly, alone. "I have zero regrets," she said. "I'm actually a little relieved now. There is no more. Can I? Maybe. 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 I don't have to think about that anymore." For Jennifer, the silence was finally over. At 55, Jennifer Aniston has nothing left to prove. Not to Hollywood, not to the press, not even to herself. She's lived a life most people can't imagine, full of fame, fortune, heartbreak, and reinvention. And through it all, she remained herself. The woman we thought we knew turned out to be stronger, sadder, wiser, and more human than we ever imagined. She's not defined by a marriage, a role, or a headline. She's defined by the battles she fought, and the ones she chose to walk away from. And now, with her truth finally in the open, Jennifer Aniston isn't just surviving, she's free.